Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are here with my guy, Coach Adrian Mitchell. Man, great guy, good dude. It's always a blessing to have good dudes in your life. Oh yeah, and he's one of those that's been a blessing to me in my life. So always love chopping it up with him and highlighting him because what he's doing and what he has done, I think has been amazing. Right?
Appreciate that.
But in knowing him and how he operates, it's no surprise. Right? Like just high level guy doing some great stuff. And so first, Coach, man, thank you so much for coming through and
thank you for having me.
being interviewed on Success Chronicles. Yeah. Well, let's dive into it, man.
Okay.
Just share with the audience, a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Like I said, Coach Mitchell, I'm at Klein High School. Man, I like to think at times I'm a jack of all trades. I've been on the offensive, defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
I like to look at myself and view myself as a mentor leader, the kind of guy that's gonna get out there in the trenches with you. I joke with our kids. I joke with my own son. I joke with the coaches. And man, I didn't get to this position to be the head coach at Klein High School without grinding, without working. So that continues to be a part of who I am. It continues to be a part of how I choose to lead. There's a ton of different ways to do it.
Yeah.
That's the way I choose to do it. And I think it works for my campus. It works for my coaches.
It's good, man. So in knowing your journey, I know that you've had some great mentors.
Yeah.
I know that you've been a great mentor to a few people that have gone on and been successful in their coaching career too.
Yeah.
Right? And but let's just talk about the importance of being a mentor and having mentors.
Yes, especially right now. The importance of having mentors right now with the younger coaches coming in, the age of social media, everybody wanting to instantly climb. Right now, I'm fortunate to have two new coaches on my staff. One of them played for us. His dad is our defensive coordinator. And then the other one, I just kind of know him. We coached against him when he was a player. He's volunteered on campus doing some different things.
Yeah.
And so right now, those guys are going through SAC camp. Right, and as they're going through SAC camp, I'm getting to watch those guys develop.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, one of them that's been a part of Klein College football.
So he knows the system.
Yes, he knows the system. So he's watched. He played quarterback for us, went on to college, played tight end, and from the position he was in high school, it just kind of carried over. But in terms of the mentor leadership with those guys, is they know how it goes. They're picking it up from other coaches. It's so important for those young guys to see or to have positive examples of how the job is supposed to be done. And I'm not going to pretend that we're all work and no play, because we're going to have a good time. We're going to laugh and we're going to joke.
Yeah.
But when it's time to work, it's time to work.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the bigger things for a young coach to understand. It's, hey man, it's time to go. It's time to go. And then being able to divide that, put that line or draw that line between friend and coach with those younger guys. I think so. Ultimately, what I'm getting at is I learned from some really good guys. Drew Sabota, Bob Baird.
Yeah.
A ton of really good guys from afar. Roger Holtkamp.
Yeah.
So just listening and paying attention, is vitally important for young guys getting into this profession and in this profession and not being so rushed to climb. Having the willingness to say, where I am is where I am. Talking about those two new guys I have on staff, they're both freshman coaches. Mm-hmm. And for them, the most important thing for them right now is to win a district championship with the freshmen. And it's exciting to see, because right now, there's so many younger coaches that get into it and they want to be varsity. What am I going to do on Friday nights? What am I going to do? And these guys are coming in, they're humble, and they want it, and they understand where their place is and how they're going to make their mark on this team immediately.
Yeah.
Right now. That's huge. That's huge. So the mentor leadership from top to bottom. I think just it's important for the young ones to have examples, and it's important for the older guys to continue to be the example.
That part.
You know, like we can't lose sight of, hey man, they're watching. You know, we tell our players all the time, hey man, these young guys, middle school kids are watching you, the youth kids are watching you. I mean, the younger coaches are watching us. They're watching. They want us like, how do you respond if coach rips your butt? You know, so it's good. It goes both ways.
Yep.
You know, it goes both ways. Where I think both play integral parts in the success of the team.
Yep. So you said the magic word success.
Yeah.
What are a couple of tips that we can share with coaches in the profession or people that are looking to be successful to help them be successful in what they do?
Great question. So probably one of the first things is have initiative. You know, initiative is huge.
That part.
You have to be willing. You have to be a go-getter. You got to be willing to, okay, that's what I want over there, and I got to work and have a willingness to go work for it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then with that initiative, you also have to have a plan, right? You have to have a plan and be able to follow that plan, execute that plan, and be able to redirect that plan when maybe you're off course a little bit. You know, so like I said, initiative, having a plan. And man, I can go on and on and on and on and on. You got to be able to do this job with enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And probably one of the biggest things that I've learned throughout my career is smart work. You know, like we talk about work hard, man, but working hard is hard. You know, and sometimes you work hard and you don't reap the benefits of all the hard work. But when you work smart, you're going to reap all the benefits of smart work. All of it, because nothing's wasted. You know, so like those are things that I think are huge for any coach, especially young coaches getting into the profession.
And that's good. I love that. Work smart. That's good, man. Be efficient.
Yes.
I think one thing, kind of bonus question here, like, man, I just, you know, in following you and rooting for you over the years, you know, I've seen like one thing that I really love about how you do what you do in your program. We've talked about this before, is the consistency piece. Like the kids know it's a system. This is what we do. Like, this is what's gonna happen. You ain't got to second guess that. Like, you know, right? But then on top of that, I've seen how every year, and I think this is a sign of great programs, not just great teams, but great programs. So like you play, you know, preseason district, but you excel and you peak at the right times.
Yeah.
Like I've watched that, but I also think it's come from the ability to be able to make adjustments when you need to make adjustments. I think that's one thing I really admire about what you do and what your coaches have done at that place, man. Like, just to watch, like, over a season, how you guys continue. It's always great quality football.
Appreciate that, coach.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like discipline, assignment, like everybody's gonna do their job. I mean, just like great quality football. But then as you go, you know, there's a wrinkle or two thrown in, an adjustment. Like I love to see that about, and then like at the right time, like, man, that them last couple games, boy, like y'all like, woo-wee.
Coach, I'll tell you, like, so, and a credit to those that came before me. I remember, like, first off, the systems in place, right? How we're going to do it, the mechanisms, the way we move around at Klein Collins does not change. And we're only building, you know, so like once you get that foundation defensively, once you get the foundation your freshman year, there isn't much new from that. So imagine a kid being in a program since the 7th grade, and you've been introduced to it in the 7th grade. Like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to. And then in the 9th grade, you really get thrown into it, right? And then you just continue to build on that, build on how well you do it. Not necessarily building on, hey, we're going to throw. No, it's just you continue to get better on it. So like you said, the confidence you have by game, I mean, and the +2 coaches being able to make the playoffs. And I remember being a younger coach, and I'm watching teams like Katy who they play 14 games a year.
Every year.
So when you look at a team that plays, and even if you're not playing 14 games, as long as you get to play some extra games, those are extra games. So for your younger guys, for your sophomore, if your sophomore plays,
it gets them more reps.
3 extra games.
It gets them more reps every year.
Exactly. They 3 extra weeks of practice, 4 extra weeks of practice. Then now that next year you come around, that kid has that much more confidence that he's going to be successful. And probably another thing too, Coach, is our willingness to, this is kind of like the Klein Collins secret, but it's our willingness to put the best players in position. To put the, I mean, not that everybody else isn't doing this. I'm not trying to say that we invented this.
No, you don't have to say. I'll say it. Y'all do a great job with that. I'll say that.
It's a willingness.
Y'all put the right kids in the right place.
Coach, we're playing when our kids are young. This is crazy. This is maybe 10 years ago, but before I'm the head coach. We're playing a sub-varsity football season, and no joke, in a sub-varsity football season, JV, our JV 18, we don't call it A, we call it Navy, but in this one season, Coach, we had 5 different kids start at quarterback. That team went 8-2. Well, it was because when they're freshmen, almost everybody has an opportunity to play quarterback.
Yeah.
Almost everybody, like, it doesn't matter if you are the fastest receiver, the fastest runner, like, you may play running back at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a matter of having the willingness to say, all right, I don't have to go to number 2 on the depth chart. I'm going to go to 1B somewhere in the program. I'm going to find them that way. Yeah. And that's helped, because they're introduced to stuff so early. And like I said, it's just a matter of getting better at what we do instead of, all right, here we go, we're going to throw all these, your freshman year, you're going to run one defense, and then your sophomore year, something new. It's the same thing. And then it's no different on the offensive side of the ball. Yeah. The offensive side of the ball, it's a little more watered down early on, and then they truly build on that, but the system is still the same. The system is still in place. And kudos, hats off, Steve Powers, Stephen Bruce, those guys, the rest of the staff, everybody that just, they buy into it, they believe in it.
No, you've had some great coaches
these dudes,
over the years.
These dudes do a great job.
Yeah.
They do a great job. And like I said, and I can't take all the credit for it because Coach Roboda, made that blueprint for us. And then Ronnie Feldman, who came in, the original blueprint.
Yeah.
And then Drew taking it, Bob Barrett taking it from Ronnie, and Drew taking it from both. And I'm just kind of keeping this thing rolling, man, and just putting my little twists and wrinkles in there, taking some insight from my guys, and continuing to get our kids to believe in it. That's the tricky and fun part. Yeah. How do we get these kids to believe that we're going to be successful, regardless of what's going on?
Yeah. Period.
Telling kids when you're 0-4, we will be champions, and they're like, I guess so, maybe. And then you finish the season 6-0. That's it's because coaches we don't waver. Yeah. And when the coaches don't waver, the kids don't waver. So it's been fun, man. Hopefully we can keep this thing going in the right direction.
I should have warned them when we started this was going to be a master class.
No.
I should have warned them. No, but seriously though, man, so happy for you.
Thank you,
doing great things. Have been doing great things for a long time. Rooting for you. And I say this to y'all, so whatever I can do to help you, I'm here for you. But man, thank you again.
Date.
Yeah, I got it. It's on. It's going down. Man, and
the kids excited, man. They're always ready for it.
Man, it's funny. I was my guy Gabe behind the camera. I was telling him yesterday, like we're looking at some dates and stuff. Mm-hmm. Man, like there's certain places that I go that's always big love. Right? So like when I travel,
get love at Klein College.
Always, man. Like it's live. I'm telling you, man. Like I got chills, man. Just like I'm thinking about like being in the gym, like the kids, like it was live last year at Klein Collins doing it, man. And so I'm so excited to be back there again this year. Looking forward to it. So if you are a Klein Collins athlete and you are seeing this, hey, it's on. Get ready. It's on. Let's go, baby. But man, thank you, and thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Go get it.